Yo, what is going on? It is Reppz here, and I've just realised a lot of rogues have this similar problem as of what I have right here. Now you're probably looking at this, and this is probably your one-shot macro or your burst macro. Now look at the name of this. I've called it bad macro because I'm using this as an example. Now you're probably thinking, what is wrong with casting Shadow Dance using your on-use trinket, which are these bad boys over here, which increase your agility and PvP power. Yes, and casting Shadow Blades at the same time. Now, yeah, that's really good for burst, but what is the problem about this? Just pause the video, have a little think about it. Okay, now you're back. This is the problem with this little macro here, and a lot of rogues are using a macro exactly like this. So to fix this macro, you're gonna delete Shadow Blades and then you're gonna save it. Why? Let me just close that guy. Why? Because if you're casting all your burst, all your cooldowns on one particular target, so like it's a mage or a pally or a droid or whatever, if they bark, skin, ice block, bubble or whatever, if they can avoid it, then that's all your burst gone. What's the point? If you see what I'm saying. So if you have it like this, you can have a trinket on a Shadow Dance. If you're running the Dreadful and the Mouth on use trinkets both together, they have a global cooldown of 30 seconds each, which means you can use them every 30 seconds, which means you can have one either every dance or a dance into a Shadow Blades. Now let me just elaborate. So you're gonna dance on someone, right, to get some damage off. If you don't get as much damage off as possible because they somehow got around it, like they ice blocks, bubbled or bark skinned or whatever, you still have your Shadow Blades. Ah crap. You still have your Shadow Blades, and this is my Shadow Blades. This is my combat one actually. I don't know why I'm using it as sub, but it does the same job. It uses my unused trinkets, Adrenaline Rush if I'm in combat. I don't know. Oh, this is my gloves, because I've got an engineering enchant which increases, oh no it doesn't, it launches a cluster of highly explosive rocket that detonates on impact for 42,000 damage, usable in arenas, and it uses a Vermin's Bite if I have any. I currently do not. A Vermin's Bite is a agility potion, and this is an engineering fun thing I like to use. It's got a cool visual effect and it does some decent AoE damage, so it does a lot of damage overall, especially with my 33.34% PvP power. So overall, you should have your burst and your Shadow Dance trinket, I mean not trinkets, macros in two different places, so you don't waste all your burst on one single target. And yeah, to sum up everything, well, I don't even know where I'm going with that. But yeah, that's pretty much the main. It will improve how much damage you deal in the long run. Like, if they don't have any defensive cooldowns, you can pop both of them at the same time. But if you only have one macro, like what I showed before, you're pretty much popping everything, and if they get away and survive, then that's all your burst gone. So it's just really pointless in the long run if you think about it. But yeah, this works really well if you just stack PvP power and mastery as sub. Like, mastery increases the damage of your finishing moves by 44.72% for me. So my slice and dice and my eviscerate still 44% additional damage, plus my PvP power, which is pretty much another 44%. So it does a lot of damage. Here's my gems. This is the engineering helmet, and it has amazing stats. Doesn't have any PvP power unfortunately, but it has some pretty cool stats, so I'm going to replace that probably last. Yeah, and everything else, all my other gems are just 320 PvP power gems. You can get these off the auction house for like 50 gold. Well, that's how much they are on my server anyway. I don't know about your server. They are called Stormy River's Hearts, and you could just make them yourself even. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, you can just stack them. Who cares about socket bonuses? Like, seriously, look. And for my cloak, I've got another 56 PvP power. I've got an enchant on this to increase my stats in overall by 80, and then I've just got some mastery, PvP power, 2 times PvP power because I have the belt buckle, and I have PvP power here. And yeah, just overall everything is just amazing. Like everything's just stacked for mastery and PvP power. And with these 2 little macro tricks, it really does improve your gameplay. Literally, try it out and I guarantee you'll get pretty far. And I might as well cover this. Hemo. This is an amazing macro. I don't know why I'm not using it at the moment. Actually, I need to change this up. Basically what this does is, actually oh no, I just realized they changed it offhand. Now you only have 2 one hands, so it's going to be a bit harder to change this, because you might end up with your chain weapon in your main hands and your colossus on your offhand. But anyways, what this does is it makes sure that you start your attack on your target. It equips your 2 main daggers. This is from 85, so I had Fear and Vengeance. So if I had like a fishing pole or just any fun weapons in general, it would equip my Fear and Vengeance, and then it would automatically start casting Hemorrhage as I start spamming the button. So yeah, that was amazing. Like if you're fishing or whatever, this will just help you make sure that you equip your weapons faster. Make sure that you keep your auto attacks, because that is an amazing amount of damage comes from your auto attacks, believe it or not. That's your white hits, and yeah, that's pretty much everything. I'm gonna go over some other macros in another video. I don't want this video to be too long actually, but yeah, I hope this really does help improve the fellow rogues out there. And as always, this is Reppz here. If you like what you see, then hit the subscribe button, hit the video with a like, and I'll see you in the next video. I'll probably go over my one-shot macro, my ambush macro. This is my ambush macro. I'll cover this in another video. But yeah, and then I've got my kick macro. I'll cover all of these in another video if that's what you want. Like, I'm not even using that for some bad reason. I will literally cover this in every single one of the videos, and I guarantee it will improve your gameplay. These are just like the macros I've been using for ages, and it's just, yeah, it's just been amazing. This is some really old vent. This is like from Wrath of the Lich King. But anyways, yeah, this is Reppz here as always. Hope this did give you some sort of direction to dealing more damage. If not, then maybe you pick something up. If not, then I don't know. But yeah, this is Reppz here, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.